apologies to my black community. No more do I want to wallow in the sorrow of pre-colonial history. No more do I want to use that as an excuse for my irresponsibility. Neither do I want to blame the government for not getting a job because I'm an ex-convict or felony. Nor blame the early corporations of our society for my misfortunes and police brutality. No. I'm going to take my destiny in my own hands. Cause right now I'm a grown man, plus I understand for my freedom to read and write. So many activists has gone down. If this is all I could do to free my brothers from mental slavery, I humbly grab it as an opportunity with both hands. Cause literally, I'm living Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream. He also said I shouldn't feel distrust for any race because of the pain I feel. But unfortunately, freedom from mental slavery wasn't found in his creed, so I came up with this piece to make my brothers think. I'm glad to announce we've gained as much freedom as we could get, with no more slaves. But that sometimes is difficult to get into our head. We buy expensive chains. No more are we paraded and displayed in human zoo. No. These days our sisters are in nightclubs as strippers. Guess what they freely do? Our youth refuse going to school. Instead for the craving of the fast and luxurious life, we end up being athletes, rappers, musicians, and end up being used as a tool. Maybe because of the similarity of modern day athletes and Roman gladiators of ancient days. And for the taste of champagne on an airplane, we go as far as selling crack and cocaine. We use words that are profane. That explains why some of us are locked up in jail. So what are we to do about it? Sit down and live our whole life in complaint? Or allow the hate get into our vein? No. As a wise man once said, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is another definition of being insane. I think it's high time we change. As Nelson Mandela once said, as I walk out the door towards my freedom, I knew that if I did not leave all the anger, hatred, bitterness behind, I would still be living in prison. I think it's high time we approach our problems with candid reason and start looking for solutions in us and not in politicians, because it will never be given. And right here in Africa, we have politicians that rule without vision, make policies that create division, can't account for large sum of money that go missing, and struggle to stay on the seats as long as they're living. And it's tragic. African parents give birth to children at very high rates, caring less about what will be their children's fate. I guess that is related to the high divorce and crime rates. So what are we to do in the face of all these trials and tribulations? We could love. Now I ain't talking about trying to love someone else. Let's start with loving ourselves and quit practices that detrimental to our health. No more do we have to drink from the wine bottle, but from great books on the shelf. And no more do I want to see a black kid being raised by a single mom, because that has a way of crippling our self-esteem. If I'm good enough, why do dad have to leave? Unlike the Jewish kid, who is taught who is the most important, and that makes them live as king. Let's forget about the strength of our genes and start doing impressive things, like stop trafficking a black girl, but instead invest in her future so she could live out her dreams. Let's stop the violence and start practicing peace. I wish more fathers would come home early just to play and grow with the kids, and our mom will be more of an example and a friend to assist. I see a black community with no hatred, bitterness, or strife on the streets. No more do we have to read about great black men only as history, and no more do we want modern gladiators, but black inventors and early. This is a black community I strongly believe in, where policymakers and congressmen are black youth with sneakers and hoodies. I know this piece might not change the entire black community, but at least it could touch a soul. And if this is achieved, I count myself as a man that have hit his goal. Because truly, charity begins at home. Peace.